It helped me that Shan was saying like that I was tilting it to the side. I'm like, oh, if I'm just like talking with it just out here.
Yeah.
Brittany does that sometimes too.
I know. I do that occasionally. I do try and like keep it close by enough that it doesn't.
It's good to know because sometimes you're just throwing it all around.
Yeah.
And I'm just perfect.
And you're just
probably because you're editing though. Also, that probably does help because I feel like when I was editing, I was like really noticing things that I would do and like trying to stop them.
Yeah.
I feel like that is a major part of it is just like re-listening to every single episode. Okay, welcome back to another episode of So Glad We're Friends. I'm Maggie.
I'm Devon.
I'm Brittany.
How are you guys? What's up? How was your weekend?
Good.
I think because I've seen... I'm just going to dive into something. I think I've seen your video of like for Cam's birthday like 6 different times now, just on different accounts and TikTok and everything. And I get thrown off by your hair color every single time. I'm like, wait,
really?
You were so blonde. And then
blonde? Oh, I was so blonde.
Yeah.
Wait,
like, the first
hibachi.
Is, like right after
I
is
think
like
he's talking about the hibachi video. Right? Is that what you're talking about?
Or no, I'm talking about the like
video
honeymoon. Like it starts with you and Cam watching back from your like or listening back
from different
on
phases.
Your honeymoon.
Got you.
My brain went to the hibachi video and then I was like,
too.
What do you mean? Now
well, because in the hibachi video I noticed I was like, my friends are also blonde. And I was like, I am like way less blonde. I thought that watching the hibachi video.
Oh yeah.
Like, really?
No,
like,
I was like, you're so blonde
my
in
natural
those other
color.
ones.
Like it's really my natural. Like there's no line at all. That's actually crazy.
That is really crazy.
But I can't like sometimes I see like when I'm really blonde and I'm like, oh my god, that looks horrendous. But then sometimes I'm like miss it a little bit.
I know.
I think there needs to be a balance.
There does.
Dark and light.
I think that I didn't realize like how dead my hair was at like certain points in my blondness. And then my hair was like healthy blonde, like healthier blonde. And then it started to look good. But there was like a picture I was like looking back at old photos and my hair was just like fried off. I was like, this does not look cute. Like I don't know how you were like okay with what you looked like, but
crazy. There was a period where I used purple shampoo like every single day and it was like blue and purple. Like it was so blonde.
Yeah.
It was, like,
or it'd be like patchy, like purple.
Yeah, literally patchy.
Like, yeah. And my hair, like I bleached my hair every 6 weeks and it wouldn't grow like past a certain point. I'd be like, why won't my hair grow?
I know.
My hair sucks. Why do you think, bitch? You're bleaching it.
So long.
Yeah.
I know.
Like I just wanted to go to my boobs. It never would. Now it's like
yours is like really growing now though. Like literally I look at pictures. I think 2022 or 2023 is when I loved my hair the most and it was so long and I'm like, what was I doing? It was less blonde, so I was definitely dyeing it less and I think I wasn't putting heat on it. Like
yeah.
I think maybe that's the key. But I'm like Jaden just cut off my dead ends and now it feels like healthy again, but it's just like it feels like it grows, cut off the dead ends and it's back to the same shortness again.
Do you only use the Dyson or your like Shark air wrap or do you use your straightener still a lot?
I was using my straightener a lot more and Jaden was like, don't do that, use just the wrap, just your hair dryer. And she told me like another heat protectant to use because I'm also not good about using heat protectants.
Well, that's like that one girl, I remember I found her and like one of her biggest things was like just protect the hair that you already have. Like most people like they're like, oh, I need to use like all these supplements, I need to do all this stuff, and she's like yeah, that could help, but if you're frying off your hair like every day, like it doesn't matter like what you're doing.
That's what Jane said, because I had like I would use the heat protectant that you put in like right after the shower or like while your hair's wet or whatever, but she was like, you need one that's aerosol that you're then putting on like while your hair's dry every time when you
you need to send that to us.
That's what I was not doing. I will, because I need to actually, because I bought another one that you can use like when it's dry, but it's still like wet of a spray kind of. So she was like, don't like.
Oh, so you need a dry one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it's kind of like the K18 that I have where it's like comes out wet, but it's like not wet. It's like dry.
Yeah. Or like how texture spray is.
Yeah.
It's like dry in your hair.
Yeah, like that.
Apparently my hair's going to fall out once I start Accutane, so.
No way. Why?
Because it just trashes your whole body.
Do most of the people have the same symptoms?
I'm assuming I'm going to have the same symptoms like that my family had, like that Logan had, dry skin and hair loss.
Did Logan lose a lot of hair?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, no.
I didn't really notice that much, but her hair got really thin.
Can you take like a prenatal supplement?
That's a good idea. Or like I have Nutrafol in my cabinet. Maybe
you might as well take the Nutrafol
those while or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I wonder if it affects like how you can't use other skin stuff. I wonder if like you also can't.
True. Yeah.
Like, does it interact with even anxiety meds or anything? Like, is that an issue?
It doesn't. It doesn't interact, but it can cause you to have anxiety or depression. So I had to get like an approval letter from my psychiatrist to give to my dermatologist saying that she approves that I can do Accutane and that she'll monitor me and stuff.
Okay. That's so good that you went to your psychiatrist first.
I know.
Because then she can be like, okay, we can like work through this together and I can help you.
Yeah. I am getting so sick of the ADHD medication though. Like I've been on it for
I was supposed to take it right before this and I literally forgot.
Oh shoot. Oh, I feel like I started right after my sister's birthday. So it's been a month and I hate it gives me dry mouth. So fucking annoying. And it sometimes makes me feel like my whole body is shaking even though it's not. Like, you know that feeling like when you're really hungry or something and you're shaky.
Yes.
It makes me feel like that. And then also it's making my heart rate elevated when I go to sleep and like
I know it's not technically a stimulant, but when I was taking too much Adderall, like when my prescription was too high, those were like my symptoms.
Yeah.
Do you notice you're pledging your job more?
I don't know, but I have taken Adderall and done that when
I used to like it would like throw off my blood sugar and stuff and I would get jittery and then my heart rate was like increased and stuff.
Yeah. And you've been taking it like right in the morning.
I haven't tried taking it on an empty stomach yet. Do you take yours on an empty stomach?
Well, typically I just took it right now after I ate lunch. I've been trying to take it more right in the morning.
Right when you wake up, is it empty stomach? I think
and normally I'm really sensitive with that too, with medicines. Like I can't even take a vitamin on an empty stomach. So, but I don't know, it might just be that I'm used to it. I definitely get the elevated heart rate sometimes, like where my Oura Ring says that, like that it lowered later into the night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just like about to stop wearing my Oura Ring because it just every day my readiness score is terrible and it's just starting to piss me off. Like last night I thought I slept well and my readiness score is like 59 or something. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that pisses. I'm just like,
you know what's been weird too lately on my Oura Ring? My readiness score has been like good and I got a crown and my sleep score hasn't been good. Have you ever had that?
That's weird.
A few times if I like work out.
Oh yeah, because it's measuring like your activity and that makes sense.
But not if it's like horrible, but like sometimes it'll be higher than my sleep.
I just like always go buy a crown. I'm like always aiming for a crown. I just want a crown.
Yeah. And now I'm like doing bad. It's making me frustrated.
No, it is so odd, like living by it, like having it back again versus not having it for like a month. It's interesting, like to see the difference. It's like sometimes I'll wake up in the morning and I check it, and if my sleep score's too low, I'm like, I'm going back to bed.
What? Really?
Yeah, like I'm like, I need an extra half hour.
If you go to bed?
Yeah, it will. Mm-hmm. Or like if I take a nap, it'll.
Yeah, I love when a nap boosts that up. I get so excited.
But that's so funny. I never knew that.
That's one of my boomer takes is like, I'm getting so annoyed with this Oura Ring and all of the things it's telling me about my body. Like, we don't need to know this stuff. And just like, I got 6.5 hours of sleep last night. Back in my day, 6 was all you needed, you know? Like now, the kids today want you to sleep for 10 hours.
Sleep. Wait, okay.
No, I know, but it pisses me off because I slept well last night just because I woke up early, which makes me feel good about myself that I woke up early. Like, it's like, nope, you should have slept till 9 o'clock. Like, I don't know.
Well, it's probably saying you should have gone to bed earlier, rather. But I think it also is about balance. Like, if some days, if you woke up at 6 and you feel so happy being up earlier, but then the next day you get more sleep, I think that's fine. And it accounts for that.
Does it?
I think so, yeah, for sure. Like, if you have multiple days in a row that's bad, then it, like, tanks it way worse. Or, like,
and then I start having hypochondria and literally making myself sick because I'm like, oh, my God. I'm getting sick.
You just get like I get sleep paralysis almost of like, oh no, I'm gonna have like another night of bad sleep.
Oh yeah.
I tried doing that thing because I like woke up really early, like at 4 o'clock or something, and I started doing like the labeling thing that lady was saying to like for nighttime thoughts. Her recommendation was like label it like urgent today, tomorrow, or like next week, or like future. I can't remember exactly what she said.
Do you want to describe what this woman is so our listeners know?
She's a neuroscientist that focuses on dealing with stress and like how your brain deals with stress, and gives like really actionable tips for how you can like manage it. So one of her things for like if you are just having a lot of racing thoughts for going to sleep, she said it's like so normal. The reason I also like her too is like she's like, this is all normal stuff. And like it's just you're made to think like it's wrong because it's like interrupting your like normal cadence. But basically like when you're going to sleep, your body's like just kind of basically going through like a filing system of like, oh, this happened today, like we need to go store that, or like this happened today, like we need to remember it, or this happened today, I need to do this tomorrow, or whatever. And so I almost think about it, it's like a librarian's job at the end of the day to like go and put the books back in their like spots. And so your brain's just doing that every night, and you can label it of like today, tomorrow, or like future, or like urgent or something. And it just like helps your brain to kind of like assign something to it, and it'll take care of it later. And I'm like, that is so nice.
Love that. Yeah.
Did it help you?
Yeah, it did.
Sleep?
Yeah.
Because I remember doing that this morning. I woke up at like 5 or something, and I was like, let me try doing that. And that was like the last thought I had. And then I fell back asleep. So I was like, was my focus on that what made me fall asleep, just like starting it? Or was I just tired? I don't know. But yeah,
probably
it's interesting.
Both. That's cool. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see what other tips she has, because she also said, what was the 2 o'clock thing? Oh, you have like basically a lot of times people get like kind of a crash or like tired at 2 o'clock or like around the afternoon. And a lot of the times it's because of like just decision fatigue. So your brain's just like had to make so many decisions throughout the day. So I can't remember the exact tip for this one, but you can kind of go through like what's on your mind and assign it. Is it a color?
I
didn't watch that one.
I can't remember exactly the tip, but we'll drop her like handle in the description or something.
I think it was something about writing it down too, because then I was like, oh yeah, it helps when I write things down. I don't remember, but yeah.
That's so super true though. Like it really does affect, like if you have your meal planned or like dinner ready ahead of time, then it's like you're less kind of tired at 2 p.m. because you're not worried about all the things that you have to do later on in the night. Wow. That's cool. Well, speaking of boomer takes, we're going to talk about our boomer takes and read some boomer takes from Reddit. Britt, did you see the girl on TikTok? It ended up being a skit, but she literally had a HOA president vest. It looked like a sheriff vest, and she's like checking
Madison
cars.
Humphrey?
Well, Madison Humphrey was gonna do it, and then she found out that it was a skit. Like she thought it was real, so she was like, "When my husband sees my HOA vest on our Amazon cart, like coming," but she ended up not doing it. But like a cop comes up to her, and he's like, "Ma'am, you're not above me. Like you're just in the HOA." It was very funny. I was like, "That's definitely Brit's boomer hot take."
That HOA rules need to be followed meticulously.
Yeah. And just probably HOAs in general. Like, I don't know if I'm pro HOA.
I think it depends on what your HOA's rules are and how much it is.
Yeah.
Like, I like the fact that they don't want like 5 cars in someone's driveway, or like they don't want an RV parked in the yard, because there was neighborhoods that were like that.
Well, and the thing is, you're paying for that experience too, to like not have neighbors that are doing that.
Yeah, or like having your neighbor's house overrun with weeds and stuff like that.
Yeah. We don't really follow that one as well, so I would be I would understand if someone was like, "Hey,
no, but there are houses
take care of your yard."
Like if you go to places without HOAs, their yards are just trashed, and they literally have trash and chairs and weeds and shit in their front yard. Like it just brings down the whole property value for everyone else.
Those videos are my favorite. What is his name? Like SB Mowing or something?
Oh yeah, the guy who does like pro bono yard work.
Yeah, like he just goes up to houses like that are like horrible and knocks on their door and is like, "Can I just do this for free? Like I'm just making videos of it."
He should come to my house. Cool. I need some weeds pulled.
No, you'll look at the account and realize your house is nowhere near close to the type of content he makes. Okay. The first one that I fully agree with that I saw is that QR codes for menus should be no longer.
Yeah.
I like the option, I guess, but like you should always give a physical menu.
Yeah. Especially because like lately when we've been going out to eat, I like don't want to be on my phone. So it's like one more thing to like just have your phone up in front of you again.
It's really like when you're all at a table, all on your phones individually. Like that's crazy.
And then it's like how when you're working on a laptop, you keep task switching because you're like, oh yeah, this like it's all right there. So like if I'm on my phone looking at a menu, then I'm gonna be like, oh, let me check my TikTok, and like it's just gonna remind me of all the things that I need to do on my phone.
100%.
And like just the experience of having physical items now.
When I was reading this, someone said it's because of the germs on a menu, and I was like,
well, I think they started it because of COVID, and then they just some restaurants
probably like a nice cost to cut for them.
Yeah,
I'm sure
it would be for sure. Or like the restaurant I worked in was like more paper menu, so you would just like we'd go through them, and if they couldn't be cleaned or something, you just throw them away. Versus like the ones that have that plastic over it, where like they have to clean them. Like that probably is really.
I wonder how long those actually last.
What, Def?
I wonder how long the plastic covered ones actually last. Like, are we getting a week's worth of time out of it? Are we getting a year?
No.
Like, how long?
Probably years.
Yeah, that's gross.
In some cases.
That is really disgusting. I've never thought about that.
Do you have any of your own, or do you want me to keep reading them?
One of the ones I know you two will both hate is that phone calls aren't scary. They're better than texting for almost everything aside from yes or no questions. I do just like picking up the phone and chatting. Like, I don't know.
But nobody has time for that. Like, phone calls are just such an unexpected, like...
A lot of people have time. They just don't want to. I'm yapping like lots of days of the week right now. It's one of my intentions to call people more, so.
The only phone calls I'll answer is Brittany.
And when you're...
Like, God damn it, why are you calling me right now? God damn
it. When you're calling people...
This better be good.
It better be money.
Who's paying?
That's funny. Do you mostly with your friends FaceTime or call them?
It depends on what I'm doing. If I'm driving in the car, I call. If I am doing something, like if I'm doing laundry or like cleaning in the house, I'll do a call. If I'm on a walk, I'll call. But if I'm just like kind of hanging out, I'll FaceTime. My phone though lately has been dropping FaceTime. So that's like, if it drops it more than once, I'm like, I'm just calling you right now because I don't care about FaceTiming.
Yeah, because for me, like personally, I'm more hesitant to pick up a FaceTime than a call. Or like in a lot of situations, if I'm doing something or like going somewhere or in a store or something, I wouldn't pick up a FaceTime in a store, but I would probably pick up a call in a store.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll just call them back. If they like FaceTime me, I'll like ignore it and then call them like on the phone.
If I'm getting a FaceTime, I'm like, oh, this person wants to chat. If I'm getting a phone call, I'm like, oh, this person has a quick question or something.
Yes. Okay, I feel the same.
That is a good point.
And it's just like, I don't know, the like accessibility. Okay, wait, this is another thing. Let me know your thoughts. On your birthday, do you feel like you're responsible for like answering everybody on your birthday, or like is it okay to
like
wait
text
the next
message
day or a few days? Text message, FaceTimes, calls, whatever.
I think you can take a day.
I try to respond, but there are definitely, depending on what I'm doing, people that I'll text back the next day. Facebook, I don't respond to any.
I know. Sometimes I'm like, damn, I haven't responded in years.
I also
need to close my Facebook account.
If it's just like a, casual person that just said happy birthday, like I like have my TY, it just says thank you, like automatically. I'm just like, okay, I'll use that. And then, but if it's like a more thoughtful response and I have a lot to get through, then, or if I'm like really busy or doing something, sometimes I like let those sit for a day and then I'll respond to them the next day.
Because I don't want interesting to me. Like, because I don't really love FaceTimes, and like Cameron doesn't really love FaceTimes, and it is funny on your birthday. It's like obviously people are being nice and trying to reach out and tell you happy birthday, but it's like I don't really want to be doing that right now. I want to be doing whatever I want to be doing.
Wait, I feel like you would be like so pro FaceTime. That's very interesting.
I will FaceTime like when people call me, but like I will almost never FaceTime somebody else.
Interesting.
I don't know why necessarily.
I feel like I definitely have like more. There's like certain friends that like our default is FaceTime to even just like ask a quick question, but then there's a lot of other times like where my default is just to call you.
Yeah, I think it really depends on the person.
You know why I don't like phone calls is because I can't like see the person. I don't know if they are understanding me or hearing me, or that's this awkward thing for me. And so a FaceTime is nice because I can like see them and talk face to face.
But I'm even like pro, like I hate an automated message, or like I hate like sometimes scheduling. It's nice to like be able to schedule your own things, but like for example with my therapy that I was trying to book, like I called the person's office and they like didn't pick up, and they're like send an email. I'm like, no, I don't want to send an email. Let me talk to somebody and book my appointment or like my intro, whatever. And so there's certain things like that where I'm like, I would rather call and like get my answer and like talk to somebody than rely on technology to like figure it out.
That was one of the ones I wrote down. It's I don't know. It's just like I'm done with like automated calls or the chats and anything. It was like hire real people.
Especially CVS.
But I agree.
My CVS is so busy.
My God, CVS.
I'm like, fuck you guys. And I like called them I also like just hate my like CVS app doesn't work, and I like really need to figure it out. But
no, mine doesn't either ever.
Okay, that's
it's
good to know.
One of the worst.
But mine does. Now they make me leave a voicemail if I want to like get my prescription. I'm like, what the fuck? And then the last time I did it, they didn't call me back, and I was like, where's my prescription?
Yeah. It like only works if they send the text, which I do like the text sometimes, where it's just like you just need to reply with like a number or something.
I love that.
Down for those. Yeah. No, I don't like the voicemails or things like that. Also because like for the vet the other day, I had to call and leave a voicemail for them to call me back, but like I don't just answer every call I get too, you know? So then you have to like know their number, like know which call to pick up if someone's calling you back.
Oh, actually a pro tip on the iPhone, I like have any number that's not saved is just straight to voicemail. And you can do that on your iPhone. It's a setting in the calls.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that might be life-changing.
It's magical.
Oh my God, wait, that's great. Except my sister did tell me the other day that my voicemail box is full and that nobody can leave me a message. I was like, oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I delete a lot.
Someone told me my voicemail thing was creepy.
These are all my voicemails. They're just random numbers. I've never opened them.
They're such a pain to delete. Like, why can't you like just go through and like mass select them?
I think you can.
I mean, you low-key can.
But I always
like, having to tap on every single one is so annoying.
Yeah, rather than a little scroll.
I always get like nervous though. Like, what if the message is something important? It's just like a random number.
Yeah,
I guess they're all just fucking like, you've been approved for this loan.
Yeah,
you're blah blah blah. Like, okay, I don't care.
I didn't apply for a loan. Okay, fuck you.
Yeah, no, literally.
Stop bothering me.
One of mine, I fell for an AI video the other day of this dog jumping on a trampoline and then this bear coming up to like say hi to the dog. And it looked so real, like it was from a Ring camera. And then the next day I saw this girl on TikTok say she fell for a video of bunnies jumping on a trampoline. Did you see that one?
I fell for the one of bears jumping on a trampoline. You saw it? Yeah, and I saw a girl say she fell
footage,
for it.
Like it's like at night, like it looks so real. So my boomer take is I really think all AI things need to be very labeled, like straight up on the video, like hashtag AI needs to be required.
Mine is just I hate AI. I don't want to learn how to use it, and I want to go back to before it was a thing. We don't need it.
But then, like, that episode of Armchair Expert with the guy that was talking about how AI can help, like, in the health and medical world so much, and, like, there's so many things like that could be good, but, like, we don't need
professional
use on a
use.
trampoline.
Yeah.
And then if it was only for professional use, that would also cut out a lot of the environmental problems, like, if only a certain group of people could use it.
All the lay people don't need to be using it for shit. They're not even being, like, monitored. Like, people can just be sending questions all fucking day long, wasting.
Exactly.
It's just stupid.
I did see you can turn off, because, like, you know, even if you search Google now, like how it does an AI search.
I love the AI like synopsis.
I think you can turn it off. I'm pretty sure.
Good.
I like it though.
Like, environmentally, it's good, because, like, I'm like, that's the same thing as using ChatGPT every Google search if it's popping up with AI. So
yeah, I have a hard time understanding the environmental issues with it. Like, why does it need
the water? It's
water?
always water for everything.
And why does it need to be clean water? Why can't it just be like?
That's a great question. Why can't
what are you talking
dirty
about?
water?
It takes like a shit ton of clean water to power each AI search.
Because basically it's like so hot, like the buildings, it's like all so hot that they need water to cool down the machines. But yeah, like, why couldn't it be dirty water, like non-drinking water? That's a good question.
I feel like a lot of machines require filtered water.
Well, to me, that doesn't even make sense, because it's like a computer can't even touch water without breaking, so that doesn't compute in my mind.
It's yeah, I don't know. I don't fucking know. I'm not gonna try and understand.
But it's really bad. Like, there's like a lot. There's this video of this couple in, like, Nashville, I think, and they bought this house, like, outside of Nashville to, like, be out of the city and stuff, and it's like a farmhouse, and Google put one of their, like, AI buildings very close to their house, and, like, they have, like, no water pressure. It's like there's bright light 24/7. Like,
holy fuck,
there's sound. Like, it's really
that's so
bad.
Shitty.
Oh my god,
they're maybe gonna put one in Tucson.
Really?
See, why do we need that?
Like, out
we
in
don't
the desert.
Need it.
I know, but these companies are making a bunch of money.
That's gonna be
I fucking hate it.
So bad if they need, like, an AI thing to have to keep it all cool in, like, the Tucson heat.
And, like, we already have a drought.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
I still in my head cannot see Tucson and not say Tucson.
That's funny. I mean, some people do that, like, on purpose, so you could just act like you're doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
I got made fun of for saying Illinois a while ago.
That one's a bad one.
But Tucson is a bad one to me. I don't say
Tucson though. I just think it.
Or when people say Oregon.
Oh, I don't like that either.
That one's really crazy.
What, you're adding like a syllable to it.
Yeah, no, that one's odd.
That's really funny.
Okay, they said everything is too loud. Movies, bars, shops, restaurants, everything.
Yeah, that's
honestly,
on my list too.
It does feel very loud these days.
It is. I remember, like,
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I remember being a kid, and, like, when we would go with my grandparents out, we'd have to, like, pick specific restaurants that were, like, quieter.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's even a thing.
No, I'm sure it's not. And, like, for me, I think I just want it to be quieter in a public space where we're trying to talk. Like, I'm trying to talk to people. I don't, like, why would you go to a restaurant where the music is blaring and you have to yell at each other across the table? That's so stupid.
I also feel like the restaurants don't really take into account, like, the acoustics of the restaurant. Like, they almost make it, like, more amplified. Like, they don't use anything to, like, what is it called when
Dampen.
You, like, they don't use anything to, like, dampen the sound. They, like, almost amplify it more.
Yeah, with all their glass and metal and
Or, like, the other day when we were on a hike, someone was, like, playing music from their phone, like, on the trail, and I was like, I don't love that. Like, when we're all next to each other, like, that's a bit overstimulating. I'm trying to hear the birds, like, not your music.
It always annoys me on the beach when people are playing music right next to me, especially when it's music I don't like. Like, they're playing country music really loud, which, like, I find if you, like, it's just so loud and it's not the kind of music that I want to listen to, you know?
Yeah, when it's like the music, your favorite songs, you're like, hell yeah, turn it up.
Yeah, if they're playing like Lady Gaga, I'm like, okay, cool. But if they're not, I'm like,
I low-key like love one of my favorite new stations on Spotify is like just Mexican guitar music. It's so pretty and like I don't know.
I love Mexican music.
But it's like if you search like Mexican guitar music, it's just like they're so talented and I just love it. It's so beautiful. It's a great little like morning routine.
Yeah,
thing.
like a chill.
Yeah.
Background.
It is funny that I'm so white, but like Mexican music or culture or anything like reminds me of home. It reminds me of Arizona and stuff. Like obviously not my family, but like Arizona and my friends, and like the culture is just everywhere, like where I don't experience that out here at all.
Oh yeah, it reminds me of like a vacation.
Yeah.
Makes me think of like, oh yeah, it's time to party.
It's time to go to Rocky Point.
Yeah,
that's funny. Yeah, and definitely movies too loud, too dark. Like everything's too dark. My video that I made about the TV being too dark is like at 9 million views. Like everybody really.
Yeah. That's yeah.
Well, it's almost like you have to like be in a blacked out room in order to like watch a TV show now. Like if there's like any ounce of light, you're like, okay, I guess I'm not gonna know what's happening on the screen.
Yeah,
sometimes
and people
even
comment,
you can't see.
No, exactly.
Yeah, like, I guess that's how it's meant to be. Like you're not supposed to actually see that well.
Is it though?
I think because you know, like
sometimes.
Disneyland, like when the rides like aren't that like when they turn the lights on and it's like, oh, it looks a lot worse than like you think. Like I think a lot of those times maybe the set and everything doesn't look the greatest, and then they're making it darker to seem more like real. I don't know, but I don't like having to watch scary or actiony things like at night necessarily. Like I want to be able to watch a scary show during the day, but then it's way too dark. Well, kind of along with text and calls. Someone said if someone texts or calls you, you should try and reply immediately when you see it.
No.
I reply when I have the emotional capability to. Like the energy.
I see both sides of this, kind of.
I see both sides of it to a degree, but I don't think that like people it's like not productive. It's like been shown to be not productive. Like if you're in a work zone to like be answering every single thing, like you're more productive. You like take blocks of time and like answer things.
For sure. Which this does say like when you see it, so maybe that goes along with like if you're not on your phone at all during the times you're supposed to be busy.
Yeah.
But how do they
then
know?
You wouldn't see it. Well, so then you don't need to respond until you do.
The person texting you doesn't know when you see it, though.
That is true.
Unless you have your messages on red.
I don't know. I think it can be like become a problem like when you wait too long. Like I definitely do that sometimes where then I forget because I don't reply right away, where like I'm replying in my head or something.
Yeah, that is annoying. I hate how every brand has to have an app for everything, and like in order to like buy something or look at something, you have to download the fucking app. So you have 20 million apps. Like every like little smart device I have in my house has an app. I have to download an app to like schedule appointments and like fill out the paperwork for my psychiatrist. Like why can't I just do it online? Why do I need to have an app? And then when you're looking for the app, like the app for my smoke detectors, they start going off. I'm like, fuck, what is the app called? I don't remember what the app is even called. Like looking for it, trying to turn it off. Like it's frustrating.
I think it's kind of crazy that every single like store now has an app.
I know.
Like that's kind of nuts to me that like I don't know, they're all like download the app. I'm like, you're not getting push notifications, so like it's really like having a website.
Yeah, and then you have to it's like every store you shop at, you have to have a fucking app for, and then you have like I mean, how many apps do we have on our phones these days? Like
and it's low-key the same with like restaurants, like all the fast food places, like that's how you get deals on stuff is having the app for everything. So like I do that a lot because that's like what works and is helpful. But then you have an app for every single thing. A lot of people said that. Same with like the tendency to put Wi-Fi on everything is fucking stupid. Wi-Fi toasters, light switches, juice machine, shoes. Just stop for the love of God.
My dad fucking loves a Wi-Fi gadget. He's like, my oven has Wi-Fi. My like lights have Wi-Fi. He like fuck. And my wash machine has Wi-Fi. He like loves it all.
Why? What is the purpose?
Like Bluetooth, or do you have to disconnect from your regular Wi-Fi to connect to the
I think it's
washer
like
and dryer?
it's like Bluetooth Wi-Fi,
Okay.
whatever. Like you can like hook your like for the wash machines. It's actually kind of cool because his washer is like a washer and dryer, so he can like if it's like towels, for instance, it can do like a sense load, but then he could be like, okay, add to like 20 more minutes onto it.
Oh, cool.
Without having to like go to the wash machine. So I feel like that's kind of nice.
I love my Bluetooth meat thermometer. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it works well and it connects smoothly, then fine.
True.
But like, I have a lot of things that just are so fucking annoying to make sure it's connected all the time. But my car has an app, and that is amazing because
that saved your life.
Unlock my car with it. So
I was gonna check if mine has that. I don't know.
It probably does. Depending on what year is your car?
2017.
Probably not.
It might be on the cusp. Mine's 2018, and it does.
I don't even know if I don't have the Mazda app even.
Do you have Apple CarPlay?
No, I do not have Apple CarPlay.
Then probably not.
It's odd because I don't have Apple CarPlay, but like Jaden got my same exact car in 2019, and she does, but like she doesn't have the sunroof or like the opening trunk, whatever the fuck that's called, with the button. She doesn't have any of that.
It just depends.
Yeah, I definitely miss CarPlay. But yeah, like you were saying with the doctor's office app and stuff too, like I much prefer, I go in there and I'm like, no, can you give me the paperwork in person? Like I don't fill it out ahead of time a lot of the time. And they're like, did you already fill it out online to save time?
You know what's actually a bitch though is when you fill it out online and then they still give you more fucking paperwork to fill out. I'm like, why did I spend any time doing this? I don't understand.
Or they tell you to get there 15 minutes early, thinking that there's going to be more paperwork, but they're like, oh yeah, you filled out everything. You're early. Go ahead and sit down. Like,
yeah, take a seat.
I would have been on time then.
Yeah.
Not come early.
Oh my God, I think it does have push to start. Well, that's at least the preview of the app.
That's probably what they obviously have that on the preview of the app because they want people to use it.
It's
you have to be able to connect your car.
2020? No. Goodbye. You do not qualify. Yeah,
take your car home.
Let's see. I definitely agree with this one. Somebody said like kids these days don't have like the manners or like ability to put other people before themselves, and I think that has a lot to do with obviously like we're creating boundaries and we're being more healthy with ourselves and everything like that. But like I don't know if you saw Victoria Paris posted a video about group trips the other day, and she was like, if you're not invited on the group trip, like maybe you're not good at group trips. And she was talking about like when the trunk opens and everyone's suitcase is in there, like do you only grab your own or like what do you do? Yeah. And in most cases it's like you don't even care about your own, you're like grabbing whichever's first and everyone's helping and whatnot. Where like in society now I do think it's more like I'm going to take care of my own things and like make sure I'm good.
How do people come to be that way though? Because like, I mean, my parents were never like, you make sure you do, like, it was just kind of shown to me, I guess. And I learned by watching others do that.
I don't know, because it's like I don't see that parents of these generations have just become so selfish or something, or taught their kids to not be helpful.
Are they teaching their kids to be selfish with words and being like, yeah, you see me doing these actions, but you don't need to do that because you're perfect? I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't understand how that's being taught.
Well, I think kids are inherently more selfish. They like only think about like them, like they have a hard time putting them that's like true. Until they get older themselves with other people and like relation to other people. But I'm curious of like how they might be taught how to like say their boundaries, or like they're encouraged to be more independent, or I don't know, maybe they're not encouraged to be independent, but
yeah,
maybe certain things like they're just being catered to so much more. Maybe it's the being catered to more, where it's like they're being catered to a lot more things, where like I think parents have a lot less like what's it called? Patience for like dealing with a kid crying it out, or like dealing with a kid figuring something out on their own. So like they're just doing it for them. And so maybe they're just used to having a lot of stuff done for them, and then on top of it just being a kid.
I will say though, like, I don't know any parents who are like that or kids like who actually act like that. So maybe it is more of a high level thing and not really that prevalent, or maybe just who you're like associating with in general.
Yeah, because the Gen Z stare or whatever is being talked about. Is that what it's called?
That?
Gen Z.
I've heard of that, but I don't really understand.
It's just like when you, like, if you walk up in Starbucks to order and they just like stare back at you and don't say hi or what can I get you?
Is it like RBF?
They just don't answer you. They just stare at you and don't like give you a response or like say hi or anything.
That's so weird. Like, I don't understand that. Like,
I haven't seen anyone do it.
Neither have I guess. Yeah. So maybe, it's just like talked about.
Yeah, I don't think
maybe it's made up. Even
maybe,
like
one person that was like Gen Z.
Yeah, maybe it's just a personality thing, because throughout all time there's been rude people.
Yeah, I also think social media makes people think that things are much more common than it actually is, because our algorithm is like funneling us into this one lane, and so it seems more common than it is.
Somebody said, I would much rather walk into an establishment with my resume and speak to the employer than apply to hundreds of places online.
That's too boomer. I'm sorry, but
really,
you gotta be part of like 2025.
I see like both sides. Yeah, be part of 2025. Like that. I like that when you go into a place and you're talking to someone physically, you're able to see if you like them and they like you more so.
But like, I'm not gonna be handing in a resume to Google.
Exactly.
Like,
I think that's where the scale comes in. But like Taco Bell or restaurants or other businesses that are like local,
I guess so.
Yeah, a lot of boomers think like just walk in and demand they give you a job and don't leave until they say yes. Like, yeah, that shit's not gonna fly anymore. Yeah, like, I'm not leaving until you give me a job. I'll clean the toilets. Like, I'll work from the bottom. I'll do whatever.
Oh my god, you're so
like,
fucking
that's
right.
not gonna work. But
I got here before you did.
Putting a face with a name is really helpful.
That's so funny.
Or like sending a thank you message after the interview, like a card or whatever. Like, those kind of old school things are still good.
Yeah, those are definitely good. I just saw a video of like a boyfriend who, like, the girl was like showing her boyfriend giving her his like weekly thank yous. I was like, that's so precious.
That's
like
cute.
He sends like little weekly
that's
thank
so
yous.
Cute.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
Online dating and friendship is mostly a waste that can never make real tangible relationships. You will never be happy or safe without being surrounded physically by people you trust. It's cool to make friends, but if more than half of them are online, you're suffering. You cannot be hugged through a screen.
So they mean like only making and communicating with them that way, not just making and then becoming. Like, actual online dating is not just you're not just virtually dating.
No, like if most of your friendships or relationships are online, I guess is what this.
I really think that it's so like helpful to have on like an online component of your friendship. Like, it's so much, like, especially my friends that like post on social media, I'm like, oh, I like know what you're doing this week, or like I can tell you like how cool that is, or I can like congratulate you or something because you did something.
Yeah. And it gives us quick and easy access to communicate and be in touch with each other. Like, you can be alone at home and feel lonely, but then just reach out and text a friend and you're able to talk instead of having to wait a week to hang out in person or whatever.
Yeah. And to meet people that you might not have like been able to meet in person, or that like you relate to on more things or have things in common with.
Yeah.
I think it's almost like necessary to have relationships online at this point. It's very much like networking and stuff too, and like having friends in multiple states. It's like, oh, sick, I'm gonna go travel to this place and stay with this person, and then go to this place and stay with this person.
Yeah. I think a lot of boomer takes are realistic for like back in the day, but like they aren't being realistic with like how the times are now. Like like you can't just demand a job and you can't just make friends in person.
I also think too, like there was like one that was kind of like not everything is trauma. And I think to a degree, like, yes, like I think that word has been thrown around a lot, but I think there's a lot of terms like even like narcissist or like other stuff that have just been like mass
gaslighting
or like
love
even
bombing.
even like anxiety. I think like people are like, oh, I'm anxious about this, but it's like, you know, I'm anxious about, I don't even know, like something that's just like you just have a nervous energy about it. It's not actual anxiety. You know what I'm saying? Like where there's
or you can feel anxious,
depressed.
but you don't have anxiety disorder. Like it's normal to feel anxious in certain
or
settings.
people, I guess people will say like I have anxiety about this or like I'm but you know, but I think that like to a degree, yes, like there's a lot of like overuse of it. However, I think a lot more people are aware of their like feelings and like they're more in touch with themselves. So they, when they're like, oh, this was a traumatic experience. Also, I feel like there's a lot of education around like big T trauma and like little T trauma. And like, so trauma is kind of like a bit a more blanketed word, but boomers just think about like, oh, someone died. Like that's the only type of trauma you're allowed to have, or like something big like that. But
yeah,
for sure.
they're like, everyone has something wrong with them these days. It's like, well, you also have something wrong with you too. You're just not educated.
You just don't talk about it.
So yeah.
There's this test. I forget what it's called. If somebody can comment if you know what it's called. We took it like my first year of psychology, and it's like basically a list of like all these life events, and you check mark like if something like that has happened to you. And I went into
Dax
it
Shepard
being
talks
like,
about it, right?
oh, maybe, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what it's called. I can't think of it.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
look it up after.
I know there's a specific word for it too.
Yeah, it's like it's in psychology that you do
Yeah.
it, but like it's going into it.
Adversity?
I was like, oh, I haven't had that much. Maybe.
I mean, that's
like I haven't had that much trauma or whatever going into it. I was like, I haven't had people die or whatnot. But then like going through the list, there's a lot of things like, oh, my parents got divorced, or like littler things that maybe you wouldn't think of as trauma, but do really impact your
like you
life.
broke a bone, or you needed to go to the hospital.
Let me look it up. You can keep.
Yeah, I like that we have information to like diagnose ourselves or like ask, be curious about, oh, do I have this? Because like I would have never known that I had ADHD without social media.
Yeah.
And like I guess I'm emotionally intelligent enough to know like, oh yeah, this is resonating with me. I think I do have this.
It's called the Life Events Checklist, or some people call it the Trauma History Questionnaire. Interesting. But yeah, like that you were saying, big T, little t trauma. No, sorry. Speaking on that, somebody said using ADHD, anxiety, OCD, etc. as an excuse for your poor behavior is unacceptable.
Yeah. But it also helps people. I think you have to have empathy for why people behave certain ways. So like, understanding.
I think that's where people get confused a lot, is like trying to understand someone versus like an excuse. Like, like, oh, you gave an excuse, like you're fine, you're cleared or whatever, versus like it's still being wrong or something you shouldn't do, but having like reasoning behind it where you can understand the person more.
Yeah, like it's a little harder for me. Sorry, I was late.
Yeah,
I'll try not to be next time. But it's not like, because if you're being late, for example, people will be like, oh, it's because you don't respect my time. You don't value me or my time. You only care about yourself. It's like, actually, it's because I have ADHD or whatever, but I'll try harder next time. Like it's not what you think it is.
Exactly. Someone said that actually about being late. Like when you have ADHD and stuff, how like your time processing is off a lot of the time, and you think things will take shorter than they actually will, or longer, or vice versa. I've been worse about that like in the last few years. Like a few years ago, I would like get everywhere very early. Like I would go to an appointment like 30 minutes before it started, like be way too early.
Well, I think that's an ADHD thing, is you're either way too early or you're late.
Yeah, I really haven't figured out just being like solid 5 minutes ahead of time.
For me, I think I'm always late, especially to appointments, because I keep forgetting what time it's at and what time I need to leave. So I have to constantly be like either checking my calendar or like reminding myself I have to leave at 10:30. And then all of a sudden it'll be 10:32 and I'll be like, oh fuck, I had to leave at 10:30. Like
same. Or I'm looking
I
up the
do a
maps,
lot
like
of
how long will it take me to drive?
Yeah.
I feel like I have a lot of like fail safes in place where like I set a lot of different alarms of like, okay, you have to be like starting to get ready and out the door, because now I've like realized that there's a lot of time where like I need actually like 10 to 15 minutes like to get out the door.
Yeah.
Like get my water bottle, like fill it up, like make sure I get my coffee, make sure I have my socks, make sure I get my shoes, make sure I have all these things. So I have like a couple different alarms set for all of those different things so that I'm not late.
That's a great idea.
But
I think mine comes from like my getting ready time. I used to always give myself like 2 hours was like my time to get ready. Like I would always 2 hours, 100% every time I was doing something. Now it's like 1 hour in my head because I do less makeup or like I don't know why I'm like, oh, it takes less time. But I think that's why it's like not accurate.
Yeah, I do that too.
Maybe
I'll be like, I don't need to start getting ready until this time.
Yeah.
And then I run out of time.
Yeah, like even before this, I fully ran out of time. I was like,
oh, I do that every fucking time. Yeah.
I was like, I had a whole plan.
Maybe my meds
to, like,
are
do
working
my
because
hair
I was on
earlier.
time today.
And I was like, never mind. Like, I'm just gonna do this.
It looks done. Is that curls from yesterday?
It's curled from like I did it like 2 touch-up curls, but this is just like very fake looking. Like it's not fake looking. This looks good for the camera. Like the rest of my head does not look good.
I feel you.
You know.
I love when you can do that. Like just do a few curls and it like fixes everything.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, someone said people don't respect people's time as much. People show up on time to things you commit to and don't bail. Which I think also has to do with like my boundaries and whatever. Like, oh, if I wake up on the day and I'm like, I don't want to go anymore, it would be better for me to rest. Should you really be sticking with your commitments over that a lot of the time? Like,
it's hard though, because like if I'm excited to do something and my friend doesn't want to do it and they want to cancel, but they're just coming because they don't want to cancel.
Yeah, I don't want you to come.
Yeah.
I also think that you can like easily get in your head about that stuff though, where you're like, oh, I don't want to make the drive, or I don't want to do this or that. But then like once you're there, you're like having the best time ever. Like I do that all the time where I'm like, oh, I don't really want to do this. And then like there's like so many examples where I'm like, this was like one of my favorite nights of my life. Like I can't believe that I didn't want to do that at first.
Honestly, like I don't think there's been one example of like a time I really didn't want to go and then I went and it was horrible and I regretted going. Like literally ever.
Yeah. I don't have any examples of that either. But I think people just need to be honest. I want people to be honest about things instead of like, you know, when people have to make up some extravagant lie because they can't make it or something. Just tell me that you don't feel like it. Like,
yeah, I'm way more about that. Like I feel like that's so good. And I feel like it brings me closer with people when they like share that. Because then I'm like, oh, I feel you, girl. Like I get like that a lot too.
Yeah.
And then it makes you feel like you can do it back when you're not feeling it either. There should be a respect for public places. There's some things you shouldn't say, do, wear, etc. in public around families and kids.
I mean, yeah, I guess there's people with their butt crack showing at a family restaurant or something, but it always annoys me when people are like, there's kids around, you can't say that, when it's like, well, I'm in an adult event and you chose to bring your kid here kind of thing. Like,
yeah, it does depend on like if you're at a brewery and like they have their kids, it's like, okay, well, like we're literally at a bar right now.
I do think
or when people criticize like artists for doing something that isn't a good role model for kids, it's like they are not targeting themselves towards kids. Like they're not for the kids.
Yeah,
you're letting your kid listen to the music. Like
I do feel like there is a context of this where I'm like, okay, you're actually like so out of touch and a boomer of like if there's like gay people and like they're kissing in front of kids, like that's gonna happen, and you should like let your kids embrace that and like show them the world. Like don't be that's not something that like you should be like saying that shouldn't happen in public.
Hiding your kids from it.
I remember like growing up sometimes like if there was a bunch of teenagers like cussing a bunch that my dad would be like, yo guys, there's kids here or something, like say it to the teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
Which sometimes I do feel more aware, like when we were at the lake and stuff. I forget what you're talking about. Maybe like drugs or something, honestly, or like just something like, or maybe sexual something, something non-kid friendly. And there's like kids floating by, and like I do have the thought sometimes. I'm like, okay, maybe we should just pause this conversation, you know, as like kids are passing by or whatever, where we're not screaming about inappropriate things or like cussing. But I do think you can't protect your kid from never hearing swear words or like. In public, that's just not gonna happen.
I definitely try and be like
one of my
kids.
Yeah, I had a birthday at the Yard. It's like a cute restaurant, and it was like no kids after a certain time too. And my dad was like drinking, so he was being loud and he was like cussing. And the man like behind us at a table started a fight with my dad because he had kids here. He's like, I have kids over here. Can you watch your mouth? And my dad was like, are you fucking kidding me? He like went for it. I was like, I mean, it was.
He's like, I don't want to cuss in front of my kids, but I'll fight in front of them.
I know, exactly. That's literally what my dad said. Like, okay, you're going to start a fight in front of your kids because I said a couple of swear words.
Yeah, that's
and kids aren't even supposed to be here right now, bro. Like, I'm pretty sure I had to be ID'd to walk in at that time or something. Like,
yeah, sometimes people get away with it if they like stay the whole time. Like, yeah. That is interesting.
Yeah.
I do think if you're bringing your kid to somewhere like a brewery or somewhere, anywhere like that, you should expect it to be a more adult place, which a lot of they're doing like games and like big grass sections, like specifically for kids. And it is kind of like, I get the parents want to drink, but it is kind of making it a space for both.
Well, it's just like, if you want to drink and you want to bring your kids, then you got to be cool about it because there are adults here drinking too. Or like bringing your kids to concerts. Yeah. And like, I'm sorry, this concert starts at 10 p.m. and I'm going to drink and cuss next to your kid. Or like football games, things like that. Like,
yeah, it's really everywhere.
I'm not going to not cuss at the sports player because I'm pissed off because your kid's sitting next to me. Like, you brought them to a football game.
Yeah.
They're going to learn.
Yeah, my brother and sister, when they were little and couldn't cuss, they would walk next to each other and each say like half of the word. So my brother would be like, shh, and then my sister would be like, it's.
Oh my God, we totally used to do that too.
Really? That is really funny.
It's so cute. This is really funny. Okay, someone said, get off my lawn. LOL, I don't like people on my property unless invited. Walk on the sidewalk, not in my yard.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Okay, when you're walking the dogs, do you let them go like slightly on the grass or curb, like if they were sniffing somebody's front yard, or are you like, no,
I like let my dogs pee on people's yards. Like, I'm sorry.
Okay, same.
There's because in my neighborhood, like we don't have like scared a sidewalk side that's like just grassy.
Yeah.
It's only the people's lawns. But I do think, like, if there's someone who's, like, trying to grow their grass, like, I'm aware of it. And, like, our neighbor across the street, like, really takes a lot of time on their yards. We, like, don't let Rosie pee there. So, like, there's exceptions.
And I think it's different, like, along the edge versus, like, if you were letting them, like,
they're
fully on the lawn near the door or something. Yeah. I agree. I think that's fine. Somebody actually the other day threw their dog poop in our trash can on the street while it was like empty, like the trash had already been taken out.
We've done that.
I used to do that. Like, I would put it in people's trash if their trash was like sitting out. Like, I would do that. And Cameron was like, don't do that. That's bad. You can't do that to people. And I was like, okay. So I stopped for a long time. But then when this guy did it, he was like, I guess it's fine because it's in our trash. But I think the problem is it's after it's already been taken out. So then there's just some random poop put more at the
trash
bottom.
In there.
Yeah.
You are.
I don't know. I didn't ever realize it was a big deal until people on social media started saying it was rude. So I try not to do it. But if your trash can lid's open and I have a bag of poop in my hand, I'm going to sling it.
It probably also depends if the person has pets. You know, like, because if they're just like not,
I don't really. Does anyone really care about like what the inside of their trash can looks like besides Nikki from Clean Talk?
No. No, like, I would more so say if it was like rotting or something, like if there was like maggots or something, like where if it was sitting for a long time. But it shouldn't be because it should only be a week.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, a few more. I don't know if this is controversial. Maybe not. Somebody said furries are weird, and I'd be concerned if my child wanted to be one.
Furry?
Furries, yeah.
I mean, aren't most kinks weird and to begin with?
I think that's where it goes to. Is like I think it is odd of like when it is like high schoolers or something, because then I just don't understand it. I want to be able to understand it more. Like, is it such a sexual kink, or in sometimes is it more?
Wait, I feel like
almost
I'm
like
out of the
drag or
kink.
something.
What is this?
Furries, like the people who dress up like dogs and cats and wear full costumes,
fuzzy outfits.
I know that was a thing.
Furry.
What? You never seen them around? I feel like they'd be in Denver.
But do all people who do it in a sexual way?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, like, because there's a lot of kids like at our mall that will like wear tails and stuff and ears. But I'm like, that's not in a. I think that's more in a way of like when you're insecure, you like want to be somebody else, and like a drag kind of in a way, like to put on a costume and be able to be yourself, kind of.
Yeah, I don't know that much about furry culture,
I don't think I know enough to really comment on it.
Yeah,
to want to fuck someone in a fuzzy suit.
That's a little interesting to me.
I don't know. Yeah.
That's just interesting to me because it's like, what's the other word for that? There's like a different name.
Like bestiality, like with actual animals.
Is it crossing over into
because is it? That's what I'm not. I don't know, because it's humans.
I have no idea.
I don't know. Some people literally get full suits where they stay in it for like most of the day.
Yeah, and did they have some like sexual trauma with like a fuzzy character as a kid? Because like a lot of fetishes come from like a weird thing that happens in your past.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I would love if you're a furry or know of a furry. Let us know details.
I bet there's podcasts on it. Like, that'd be interesting to listen to an episode about.
I'm gonna look this up actually.
Culture, yeah.
Because Joe from the Basement Yard podcast, I think it's Joe. Maybe it's Frank actually. He does this other podcast where people call in, like who have just had weird experiences and share their story. Like a pedophile called in and talked about it. Or like someone was like, I'm married and straight, but I've slept with over 1,000 men. Listened to that one yesterday. That was crazy.
Okay.
But maybe they have one of furries. That would be interesting.
1,000 is insane.
He goes, it was over 25 years though. Because they also said 1,000 is insane.
What is that? 1,000?
Okay, last one.
That's still 40 people a year.
Oh, that's a lot. I mean, he was saying sometimes he'd have 4 or 5 guys come over in a week or in one day sometimes.
While he's married?
That's crazy.
Yeah, and he'd be like, my neighbors were unsuspecting because it's like really rich guys. They might be wearing a Rolex. They're wearing a suit. He got handymen coming over. I'm like, I don't know. If I saw just like multiple men coming out of my neighbor's house every single day, I'd be like a little suspicious.
If they live in a rich neighborhood, maybe not. But...
Yeah, he said we live in a well-off community and most everyone's at work and stuff.
Well, in well-off communities, people have like 5 or 6 people over at their house like every day doing something.
That's true. They just like have employees.
True.
I would hate that.
Not even just employees, but like someone's going to come over and do the yard work. Someone's coming and doing house cleaning. Someone's coming and fixing this, that.
Oh my God. I would hate that.
The security system.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, let's do 2 more.
Okay.
One says, however normalized, tattoos are something everyone regrets but few admit. You cannot be upset by getting turned down from a workplace, etc. because of your tattoos. You made that choice.
That is too far.
This is so boomer.
It is 2025 now.
Yeah, like those things are like, why do you care?
I don't know why people care about tattoos so much. It is very interesting.
Because I think older people are discriminating. They just think, oh, if you have a bunch of tattoos, you're trashy.
But you know what's so funny though is that was like racist. Definitely my parents' opinion for the longest time. And then like I had that opinion and I was like, wait, why the fuck is that my opinion? Like, I don't care if I have a tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like
you probably had that opinion from your parents.
Well, yeah, no, that's
like,
what I'm saying.
Wanting a good job and everything. Like,
it was like passed down from my parents. And then when I was finally like able to make my own opinion, I was like, wait, why? Like, there's no correlation. I feel like I was also growing up and being like, oh, there's a lot of successful people that have tattoos. Like, there's a lot of like really awesome people that have tattoos. Like, the correlation here does not match. Like, you're wrong.
Especially if the job is not like a front-facing job. Like a lot of corporate jobs and stuff, you're not like, even, well, if it's your brand and you're like, I don't want someone with face tattoos to be greeting my customers when they walk in the store. I mean, like Hollister, they fully hire you based on how you look. Like that's the only really requirement that they hire based on. So
I don't really understand like when it's like a doctor say, and it's like, oh, my surgeon would be less of a good surgeon with these tattoos or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't really see that unless I guess like what if they had something really stupid like and you're like why do you have that?
I guess like, if it was like a really
that says their last name or something
or like a racist thing.
Yeah.
Remember that episode of Grey's Anatomy?
I was literally thinking of that.
Dr. Bailey had to operate on that guy with the swastika on his stomach.
Didn't they remove it in surgery or something?
She sewed it up wrong.
Yeah.
It's not like it was just like one line.
And they wouldn't let Christina Yang operate on them. I think.
Yeah, I think he's like, I don't want to talk to this doctor. Horrible.
Yeah, and then Dr. Bailey's like, hey, I'm the surgeon who did your surgery.
I think that will just change with time, kind of like as we get older and our generations have tattoos more. Then it'll just be more normalized, like seeing older people with tattoos.
Yeah.
Also, like styles of tattoos change throughout time, so it'll be like different generations have different styles.
And I don't regret any of my tattoos. So that person said that you always
that was to say all people.
Everyone always regrets at least one. Like, bitch, no, I don't.
Okay, I'm not done with tipping, but I'm done with tipping. LOL. I always used to tip a standard 20%, but now it depends on the service provided.
Yeah, it's hard because everything's so expensive now. And like it's frustrating that like companies are not paying their employees enough. So these like billion-dollar companies expect the customer to like help pay their employee instead of them paying their employee.
I think server minimum wage just should be taken away. Like, because that's so dumb. That makes no sense. And if if each restaurant was just responsible for paying their employees, that would change everything.
That's how it is in most countries. They just get paid a normal wage.
Yeah, even the hibachi chef, I gave him the cash because they could only accept cash. So we had to get cash out in advance to give to him. And he was like, this doesn't include tip, right? And I was like, no. I was like, can I Venmo you the tip? And he's like, yeah, I have Venmo. And he's like, I just don't get any of this. And I was like, so we just pay $600, and none of that goes to the chef, that all goes to the business. And then I'm wondering, does he still get hourly, or did he only get the tip? So then I was really concerned on how much to tip him, because I was like, is this all you're making tonight?
Yeah.
I don't know. It needs to be more clear, I guess, too, because then a lot of places these coffee shops or fast food places or whatever, where they are making more money and you don't necessarily need to tip. It's I don't even know now what places you are making a good salary versus not, where you need to be tipping more.
I also think it's
or
very
Uber Eats
confusing
and stuff.
When the language around, what was the language from the last place we went to this weekend? It was this is a 20% service fee and it gets split between everybody. And I was like, don't most tips get split between everybody? Your sister said she tips the chefs front of house and back of house. So I'm not really sure if there's...
she doesn't split tips with the other servers.
Yeah, there's some restaurants who split
pool.
Yeah, but that's confusing because it's okay, I'm paying 20%, but you get 2 cents of it or what? I think it's all very confusing.
Well, that's what Lexi was saying, is you don't even tip out though on your tips, you tip out on your gross sales. So if it's if I sold $1,000 worth of food, that's what you're paying out the bartender and the cooks on, not whatever
that's
tips you
bullshit
get.
too.
bullshit.
That's why it's hard, because then like people don't tip, and then you're like, oh, I'm paying more to these other people.
I'm literally paying these people to help me when my company should be paying them.
Yeah, exactly. It's just
that's really nuts.
These have us heated a little. Comment your boomer takes. Let us know your boomer takes. I'd love to hear. It is funny, like how times change. Me and Cam were saying the other day too of like AI. We were saying how one day, probably in the next few years, it'll be like, oh, make me a doctor's appointment, and then ChatGPT will literally go and like make the appointment, or like order you food or groceries or whatever. And literally, they just posted the other day that now there is a ChatGPT for the pro accounts or whatever. You can, like, it can schedule appointments or like do certain things like that, where you give it access to like your accounts and give it passwords and stuff to other things. I was like, holy shit, it's already happening, and we were just talking about that.
Trust. Yeah,
I know, but we were saying like, we'll tell our kids like, back in my day, I had to like Google everything and scroll through the results to find what good one, and like now it just pops up automatically, and it'll be even.
I always think it's so funny. Back in our day, we had to like call our friends on their house phones and like ask for them. Can I talk to Samantha or whatever?
I loved that. I wonder though if that's still like, I wonder if my nephews will do that, because it's like, do they borrow their parents' cell phones before they have them?
But that's gonna be so awkward. Like
the other parents,
the mom is like in like a legal meeting or like in court, and it's like, "Hi, is Sammy there?" Like, no, Sammy's not here.
Wait, that's so funny. I bet that does happen. Hilarious. If you're a mom, let us know. Okay, well, thanks so much for listening. Make sure you I wanted to say it at the beginning again, to subscribe to our Patreon. I forget every single time.
Shoot,
I need to like make just a recording that we just need to like put in the
a recording would be good, or just
like
put a sticky note on your computer.
Oh, a sticky note. That is smart. Okay, well, thanks so much for listening. Make sure you subscribe to our Patreon if you want bonus episodes every week, and then once a month we also record a member-only Q&A. So if you're listening to this, July and all the months from this year will be up, so you can go binge all of them. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want to watch the video podcast. Follow our Instagram and our TikTok, and we'll see you next week. Love you. Bye.
Bye.